Very good evening, friends. I Suraj Kumar Singh, Assistant Professor, Electronics and Communication Department. Today I am presenting the topic Introduction of 8085. These are the content which I have discussed. Introduction, features, pin configuration, architecture of 8085, 8085 bus structure, instruction set, addressing modes, timing diagram and references. Before going to the main slide, I put a quote here. मैंने ये कोट दिया यहाँ पे। मैं एक चीज़ आपको यहाँ बताना चाहता हूँ मेरे प्यारे स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो अभी पैनिक सिचुएशन जिस पैनिक सिचुएशन से हम गुजर रहे हैं, क्योंकि देखिए किसी ने सही कहा है कि बीतता वक्त है लेकिन खर्च हम हो जाते हैं। कैसे नादान है हम, दुख आता है तो अटक जाते हैं और सुख आता है तो भटक जाते हैं। ये जो समय है आपके लिए, हमारे लिए और मेरे लिए भी, कि हम सब अभी इस वक्त, क्योंकि मैं भी ये चीज़ों से मैं गुजर रहा हूँ, तो मुझे लगा कि ये चीज़ें, ये समय है थोड़ा हम डरे हुए हैं। तो जब हम डर जाते हैं तो अटक जाते हैं कि क्या होगा, कब ये चीज़ें हम इस पैनिक सिचुएशन से, इस सिचुएशन से बाहर कब आए। तो घबराने का नहीं, क्योंकि ये समय है घबराने का चाहिए। हमें अपने मन को एक शक्ति देनी, वो शक्ति हम कैसे देंगे, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं वो शक्ति आपकी एक्सरसाइज, आप वो कौन सा एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, अब ये डिपेंड करता है कि आप कौन सा एक्सरसाइज करते हैं। क्योंकि अगर आपके पास ड्रीम होगा, आपके पास अगर गोल होगा, तो कहीं ना कहीं आप अटकेंगे नहीं। तो मैं चाहूँगा माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स कि अब अपने ड्रीम के प्रति हमेशा अपने ड्रीम के लिए सोचिए और थोड़ा प्रेयर कीजिए। जब आप प्रार्थना करते हैं तो प्रार्थना से आपको शक्ति मिलेगी और उस शक्ति से आप अटकेंगे नहीं और आपको अपने ड्रीम के प्रति वो रास्ता मिलता जाएगा, अपने गोल के प्रति वो रास्ता मिलता जाएगा। सो आई होप all of you are good and may God bless you. Now come to the next, that is in the mainstream, that is our the today topic, that is 8085. Now what do you mean by 8085? So basically a 8085 is a 8-bit processor which is capable of performing computing a function and making decision to change the sequence of program execution. Again I will repeat a definition of microprocessor, a very simple definition. It is an 8-bit processor which is capable of performing computing function and making decision to change the sequence of program execution is known as microprocessor. Next, these are the features regarding 8085. Basically it is an 8-bit processor and it has 8 data line, 16 address line, and clock frequency is 3 MHz. It required plus 5 volt power supply, a single chip and MOS, and it provides 74 instruction with 5 address port, and it provides hardware interrupt. Before going to discussion of pin configuration, do you know my dears, nowadays most of the general purpose microprocessor used in the modern world computer are the family of 8086. Now pin configuration, when you classify pin configuration, it contains 40 pin and that is classified into 6 groups. What are the groups? That is data bus, address bus, control and status line, externally generated, serial interface, power supply and clock. Address bus, data bus. Now address bus, actually microprocessor 8085 16 address bus line, that is 8 to 15 and 0 to 7, 80 to 87. Basically these lines are used to transfer the address of memory as well as bit address of input output port. Now data bus, what is the here, what is the data bus? Data bus, basically the lower address line, that is 80 to 87, are called multiplex data line. These are actually the control line, read, write, input, output, and then status line. Now, where my 8085 is performing read operation, basically the read operation is performed by the microprocessor 8085 when the signal is actively low, which indicate that when selected input output device is read and also available on the data bus. Now when 8085 is write operation, again it is when the active low signal is indicate that data on a data bus are be written into a selected memory location. Now input output This is used to select either input or output device or a memory operation. When it is high, it indicates that input output operation, and when it is low, it indicates that memory operation. That means when my signal is low, it perform input output operation. When signal is high, that will indicate the memory location. Status line. So status pin, basically in 8085 there are two status pin, S1 and S0, which is used to indicate the status of microprocessor or operation which performed by the microprocessor. These are called status line. Special signal. There is basically special signal, that is address latch enable. So first of all, we understand the address latch enable. What do you mean by address latch enable? So basically, the address latch enable, it is a special signal, my dear. It is a special signal used to demux the address bus and the data bus. So the ALE signal is used to enable or disable the external latch ICs. Also, the external latch IC used to demux of AD7 to AD0 line. So that is, it is used to separate the address data from 0 to 7 line. If AL is either high or low, that means external latch is enabled or disabled. Here, this is the signal group of 8085. Let's understand this group from here. From INT to HLDA, from interrupt acknowledgement or HLDA, these are the external signal acknowledgement. These are called external signal acknowledgement. Again, I will say that INTA, HLDA, these are called external signal acknowledgement. From trap to reset, where is reset? Yes, reset. From trap to reset 7.5, 6.5, 5.5, NTR. These are called externally initiated signal. These are called externally initiated signal. It is also externally initiated signal. From AD0 to AD7, these are called MUX address data bus. These are called MUX address data bus. This is called higher order address data bus. Higher order data bus. These are called controlled signal. These are called controlled signal. In the pin diagram of 8085, this is serial in, serial out. Here, this is 8085 demultiplexing address line. Now this is very important. Now first of all, advantage of multiplexing. Why we use a multiplexing? Basically, when you go for the MUX, the lower order address with data line is that the number of pins are reduced. Okay. Now when you go for a DMUX, the address from the data, these are the address, address from the data, ALE signal is used. Here, if ALE is 1, address, if my address latch enable is 1, that means my address transferred to the bus. If my ALE is 0, this ALE is 0, that means data is transferred to the bus. So again, so what is the disadvantage of multiplexing? So disadvantage of multiplexing is that speed will be reduced. That means, what are the disadvantages of multiplexing? That means my processor speed will be reduced. Here, this is called internal architecture of this 8085. Now first of all, what do you mean by architecture? The question is there. What do you mean by architecture? Basically, architecture is a process of data manipulation. Architecture is a process of data manipulation and communication. Again, I will repeat. Architecture is a process of data manipulation and communication which determined by the logic design of the microprocessor, which determined by the logic design of microprocessor is called architecture. Again I will repeat, architecture is basically a data manipulation and communication which determined by the logic design of my microprocessor is called architecture. Generally, when you go for the classification of architecture of 8085, there are two types of actually architecture depending upon the storage of program and the data in the memory. What are the two types of that architecture? One is von Neumann architecture. First one is von Neumann architecture of the computer, and the second one is called Harvard architecture of the computer. Second one is called Harvard architecture of the computer. This is called the Intel 8085. This is called von Neumann architecture. It is also called von Neumann architecture. So what? These are the component that is in architecture. That is called ALU. Second one is called timing and control. General purpose register, program status word, program counter, stack pointer, instruction register and decoder. Now, what is the function of ALU? All of you know that ALU is basically arithmetical logic unit. In 8085, ALU perform the arithmetical and logic operation. So the ALU performing the computing function, it include the accumulator and temporary register, and the arithmetic circuit have 5 flags. These are the main function of ALU. Timing and control in it also, to control the signals. These are the general purpose register. Generally there comes from the register array. Generally when you classify the register array, register is classified into 3 groups, that is called temporary register, general purpose register and the special purpose register. And the fourth one is program status word, program counter, stack pointer, instruction register and decoder, interrupt control, serial input output control, address bus and data bus. Here, this is the programming model of 8085. Accumulator. These are the flag register. These are actually the register, single pair register B, C, D, E, H, L, stack pointer and program counter. So one by one we actually explain here. The register are the 8-bit and the 16-bit size used in the processor. So what is the mean by actually accumulator? Here the accumulator. What is the function of accumulator? Here accumulator is basically 8-bit programmable register, where generally the result is stored after the arithmetic and logical operation with some acceptation. Here the accumulator is a special purpose register. That means all the ALU operation are performed with the reference of the content of accumulator. So another definition again I will be, it is an 8-bit programmable register where generally the result is stored after the arithmetical and logical operation with some acceptation. So these are accumulator. These are the single pair register, that is B, C, D, H, L. These are general purpose register. These registers also used in 16-bit by the combined operation pair, that is default B, C, D, E and H, L. Flag register. So this register indicate the status of the ALU operation. These are the actually D7, D0 to D7, S, Z, S for sign flag, Z for zero flag, and that is AC for auxiliary, and P for the priority flag, and the C for the carry. So basically sign is also actually I have discussed in my class also. What is the actually sign flag? After the execution of arithmetical and logical operation, that is if bit is D7 of the result, usually in the accumulator is 1, then the sign flag is set. Again I will repeat, after the execution of arithmetic or logic operation, if my D7 result usually in the accumulator is 1, then sign flag is set. then send flag is set. This flag is used with the this flag is used with signed numbers in a given byte. If D7, that if D7 is 1, the number will be viewed as a negative number. Again I will repeat, if D7 is 1, the number is viewed as a negative number. Now if it is 0, the number will be considered as a positive. In arithmetic operation, signed number bit D7 is reversed for indicating the sign, and the remaining 7 bits used represent as a magnitude of the number. However, this flag is irrelevant for the operation, my dear, for the operation of unsigned number. So the flag is used for the operation of signed number. Now what is the use of zero flag? Again I will repeat. Basically, zero flag is set when ALU operation, that result is 0, and when flag is reset, the result is non-zero. This flag is affected by the result in the accumulator, as well as in the other register. Here D5, why D5 is considered as a don't care, D3 is also considered as a don't care, D1 is also considered as a don't care. And then auxiliary flag. In arithmetic operation, when a carry is generated from D3, and passed on to digit D4, the auxiliary flag is set. Again I will repeat. In arithmetic operation, when carry is generated, D3, and passed on digit D4, the auxiliary flag is set. Among these 5 flag, AC flag is used internally for the BCD operation, that is binary code decimal operation, and it is not available for the programmer to change the sequence of the program with the jumps instruction. This one is called P, stand for priority. Priority flag. After the ALU operation, if the result contain even numbers of 1, that is even priority, flag is set, and F result has odd numbers of 1, that is odd priority, then priority flag is reset. That means, again I will repeat, the priority is considered as an even priority and an odd priority. Now carry flag, as we know, the carry, if arithmetic operation result carry, then the carry flag is set. If result is produce carry, then it is called set. If it is not produce a carry, it is become a reset. These are the actually flag register. Now program counter. This is a 16-bit register used to address the memory location from where the instruction is going to be executed. One thing is here, again some points is actually mentioned here. Among the 5 flag, the auxiliary flag, among these all flag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these 5 flag among the rest of auxiliary flag are used internally for, again I will repeat, for the BCD arithmetic instruction. Here I will consider as a don't care. I will say that the blank space used as a don't care. You see, for don't care, flag register indicate the unused flip flop. These are the unused flip flop. D is a D don't care. That means unused flip flop. So value of D7, the value of D1, D3 and D5. The value of D1, D3 and D5 should be taken as a 0 in program while using instruction. Stack pointer. Stack pointer is basically, this is the 16-bit register. 16-bit register use address to top the stack memory location. Temporary register, that is WZ. These registers are only used for 8085, not available for the programmer. So ALUs, again I will be ALU, that is arithmetic logic operation. timing and control. This unit works brain as a CPU and generate all the timing and control signal performed by the internal and external operation of the CPU. Instruction and decoder and machine cycle encoder unit. The unit of decoder, opcode stored in the instruction register and encode it for the timing and control unit to perform execution of the instruction. These are the bus structure of 8085. So what do you mean by a bus? One important question here, I have already discussed in my class also. So bus is basically, these are the basically bus is a group of wire. See here we have see the group of wires. A bus is a group of wire which used to transfer the data between the between component inside a computer or between a computer. Again I will repeat, a bus is a group of wire or line which used to transfer the data between component inside a computer is called a bus. So these are the 8085 bus structure. So for the these are the overall structure. These are the bus and timing structure. Instruction trade. Generally, in 8085, they are classified in two types. That is based on word size, based on a function. That is one word, that is opcode, two word opcode and operand. Three word is called opcode, operand and operand. These are the commands, data transfer groups, arithmetic operation, logical operation, branching operation and the machine control instruction. Now these are the addressing mode. That is immediate, registered, direct, indirect and implement. This is the timing diagram in 8085 and see three basic machine cycle, that is opcode fetch, memory read cycle, memory write cycle, input output write cycle, interrupt acknowledgement and the bus idle cycle. Actually these points I have explained in my next video regarding the timing diagram of the 8085. These are the references. Thank you my dear friends.